Even today, I just bought another business the other day. I'd rather buy businesses, help people be successful. It's a lot more fun than just buying some stocks in the S&P 500. What I get excited about is putting in people in business for themselves. I probably put in close to 1,000 people. It's hard to believe that. I bought a franchise. We started with 2 stores and $1,500, and we built it into 44 states, 800 stores. And then I sold that business, and then we moved to Florida, started all over again in the car business, bought a couple of car dealerships, and turned that into 24 dealerships and almost $1 billion enterprise. I grew up in a Detroit metro area, a blue-collar family. My dad worked in the factory and drove school buses during the day. My dad worked 2 jobs. My mom was at home. There were 6 kids in 9 years, so that was her main focus. And when the kids got out of the house, she went and worked in the factory to make some extra money. People say, well, why are you so passionate about small business? Well, that was my American dream. But the biggest reason I'm passionate, because in our case, we created close to 4,000 or 5,000 jobs. And also, I'll just say I chaired our local chamber. We had 2,600 businesses, I think, at that point in time in Sarasota, Florida. And 95% were 15 employees or less. They make up close to 95% or 98% of the business enterprises. We're the tax writing committee. I expect to be the next chairman, hopefully. I'm going to do everything I can to help American businesses get to the next level, whether it's writing things off quicker or taxes that make some sense. One thing I will say, one of the biggest challenges, and I hope to weigh in a lot more aggressively, is the debt and the deficit. We've gone from $10 trillion in debt in the last 20 years to $31 trillion. $1 trillion of debt a year, average. That's got to stop, and I'm going to do everything I can to stop that. I don't know that there's a typical day, but a lot of times it's just meeting with constituents. We're also working on policy. My focus obviously is big on Ways and Means Committee, tax, trade, and healthcare. So there's a lot of energy and effort that goes into that, especially right now as we prepare for the next Congress to take a look at what we can get off to on a fast start. I want people to realize that anything's possible, but it all starts right here. You got to believe that. It's all about expectation, the power of believing. There's a lot of magic in that. That's what's happened to me. Is have big goals, make sure you're careful about who your friends are, but anything's possible in America. America's special, and that's why I'm doing this, is to fight for our country. I think it's the best place on the planet, but I want to keep it that way. We need to continue to improve where we're at, and that's my goal with this committee.